I'm Jenny Monroe from Orlando, Florida. I want to thank Kraft and Paula Dean for offering the Real Women of Philadelphia contest. What a great opportunity it is for us to show our culinary talents for you, America. We've been asked to create a recipe with Philadelphia cream cheese, an appetizer. I have come up with what I like to call Wonton Bombs. This recipe, the flavor in it will blow you away. Come on and let me show you what we're going to do. First off, of course, we're going to start with Philadelphia cream cheese. You can use regular, low-fat, fat-free. I prefer the high octane, which is the regular. You can use the block or the tub. And it's really, really important to make sure that you use the cream cheese at room temperature. So what I'm going to do, I've had this sitting out for about 20 minutes. And I have my cream cheese. Got it here. Okay, see how nicely it works when it's nice and soft? My first ingredient is going to be soy sauce. I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons or so. And I think it's important to work in each ingredient into the cream cheese so it absorbs all of the flavor. Just going to work that in there. Together. Okay, the next thing we're going to add is sesame seed oil. It's real important to use pure. I do about 1.5 teaspoons. Work each ingredient in to the cream cheese. Okay, the next ingredient is going to be fresh ginger. I like to use fresh ginger. You can use ground, but I like fresh. This is what it's going to look like. This is what it looks like as a root. So what you have to do before you grate it, because you're going to grate this, is you have to take the paring knife and just peel off the outer shell or peel from the ginger, from the root. It's the actual root that grows in the ground. And then go ahead and get a cheese grater. I like to use a finer cheese grater. Go ahead and grate the cheese. Oh, cheese. I guess we're using ginger, not cheese. So we go ahead and we grate the ginger. I like it fine. It adds, actually brings more flavor to the ginger when you use the fine. Now this is pretty much up to you, but I use like a fingertip, which is a finger teaspoon I like to call. I'm going to add a little bit more because my family likes ginger. They love spicy food. The ginger is a real natural flavor, but it's very strong flavor, so you want to be careful on that. And the last ingredient that I'm going to mix in with our Philadelphia cream cheese is going to be crushed red pepper. This is optional. Again, I told you my family likes spicy foods, so it kind of gives a good kick to any recipe you have, especially with the Philadelphia cream cheese. It adds a nice flavor of cream cheese. This is what it's going to look like. Okay, it's got a nice little bit of a caramel coloring. Okay, you can see those crushed red peppers in there. Okay, set that aside. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my wontons, which you can purchase at any grocery store. It's in the produce section in the refrigerator. When you take one out, make sure when you're working with it, you put a towel over it because the air really dries it out and it's really hard to work with. But when you get it, you peel one off, you think it's one piece, it's not. You really need to make sure that you peel it apart, because it's 2 pieces in one. See, use your fingernail to kind of get that in there. Take that apart, and then you've got 2. And then we are going to make these wontons. So come on in and let me show you how it's done. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put a spoonful of the cream cheese in there. Put a couple scallions. There's 3 ingredients that I use in my wontons. It's going to be the cream cheese mixture, scallions, and white rice. I like steamed white rice. My family loves white rice. And anything with white rice and soy sauce, my family will tear it up. Then you're going to take an egg wash, which is just egg whites and water, You're going to put that on each side of the wonton. Really be generous with this because it's important to make sure that they stick together when you're putting them together. Then when you actually place these, you pinch them with your fingers. I like to make, you can make these really in any shapes you want. I kind of like to make them little purses. Doesn't really matter how you do it, just as long as you seal the actual rice skin of the wonton. You can get fancy, you can, yeah, it really is up to you. It's real important at this point to make sure that these wontons are sealed, because however you bake them or fry them really depends on if the ingredients, your Philadelphia cream cheese mixture, is going to come out or not. You don't want it to come out, you want it to stay in the wontons. So that's what they're going to look like. Okay, and earlier I went ahead and put some in the oven. You can either bake them or fry them. Of course, my family likes them fried. Anything fried tastes better. But I'm going to show you two ways on how to do them. The first one I'm going to show you is them baked. And what I did is I put them in a toaster oven. I kind of like the toaster oven for small little things because it cooks faster. I put it probably about 275 in a toaster oven, probably do 400 in a regular oven. And as you can see, these wontons, these are baked. Beautiful, nice little brown coloring on them. Oh, make sure that you do a nice little egg whitewash dusting on it before you put them in the oven. Okay, so that is our baked wontons. Let me show you what the fried. I also went ahead and did the fried. Now the fried are like this. Look at how beautiful and golden brown they are. That's amazing. Again, you really need to be careful on frying, because when you fry it, they can go really quick and really fast. You will burn them, so you really need to stay on top of them and don't leave the stove top when you're cooking these. You can toast them harder, you can toast them a little bit lighter, it depends on what you want. Then I would like to show you the finished product of our wontons. And they are, you can have them, you can use them for appetizers if you want to have a party, if people are coming over and you want some really, really good presentation. What I have done is I have put together a little platter here. Let me move all this aside so I can show it to you. Here's our platter. This of our wontons. And what I put in here is I got some cabbage on the bottom, and then I have our fried wontons, and then I have, you know, some scallions that I sprinkled, and I've got some cilantro. I garnished it with fresh lime, and then I have an Asian dipping glaze that I made. It's pretty much just soy sauce, sesame, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of cilantro, some fresh ginger, of course, and that's it. So you can have that for the dipping sauce, and you know what? This is not complete unless I have to try this. Gotta try these babies. Cannot wait. That is delicious. It's a party in your mouth. So excited, can't wait. Jenny's out from Orlando. Bye. Thank you so much.